If you are a print-on-demand seller, you do not want to miss out on what is going to be one of the biggest trends of spring and summer 2023. In one of my recent 2023 trend videos, I predicted that this trend was really going to take off this year, and since that video, I have seen this type of item selling like crazy. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly what this trend is and how you can capitalize on this to make a product that is going to sell really well in your own print-on-demand store. The trend I'm talking about is tie-dyed graphic tees, with everyone really into everything retro, everything groovy, even that Y2K aesthetic this year. Tie-dyed t-shirts have really made a comeback like they haven't in many years. We have already seen so many people wearing tie-dyed items last year, and in 2023, this is going to get even better, especially as we're starting to move into those warmer months. So if you're a print-on-demand seller, I always recommend working a couple months in advance. So even though it's still cold out right now, now is the time to start working on these tie-dye designs to get them up in your shops before the spring and summer rush take over. So stick around for the rest of the video, and I'm going to walk you through exactly which type of tie-dye shirts I would be choosing, how to create a design and a niche that is really going to work well on a tie-dye type of shirt, and how to actually list that product in your store in a way that is going to help you get a lot of sales on this really trending style. I'm Hannah, and on this channel I talk about all things print on demand and making passive income. So if that is something you're interested in, I would love it if you'd subscribe down below for new videos like this every single week. If you already have a niche that you are selling in that does really well for you, my first advice would to be take that niche that does well and try and put it on a tie-dye t-shirt. That way you've already done all of the research for finding good keywords in a great ranking product, and then you just combine it with the trending tie-dye shirt, and that is going to make a winning product for you. But today I am going to be combining a couple other really trending niches and trends to be able to make a product that I think is going to really stand out on Etsy. So those two things are going to be, I am going to create a design in that groovy wavy font. I actually have a whole dedicated video here about just how to do this. This groovy font has really taken over everything. I'm seeing it every single day more and more on places like Amazon, Etsy, and Redbubble, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. And then the other niche that we are going to target is one that does super well in the spring and summer and is a huge moneymaker, and that is the bridal wedding niche. So this tends to be a niche that's a little bit harder to break into, but if you're capitalizing on two really trendy things, which would be this groovy font as well as the really trendy tie-dye shirts, I think this is going to be a great way for us to break into a more competitive niche. So we're going to create a design today for a bridal party using tie-dye shirts in that groovy font with a really fun bridal party theme on those shirts. So let's get started. To get started, we're going to need to find our perfect tie-dye shirts that we're going to want to design for, and I'm actually going to head right over to Printify, who happens to be the sponsor of today's video and my print provider of choice for connecting with my own Etsy store. If you're not familiar with Printify, they are kind of the go-between between you, the seller, and then all the other print manufacturers that have the products that you are going to be able to sell passively on your Etsy or print-on-demand store. I love that they have tons of different products and usually about the lowest prices that I see anywhere. Unlike some other companies, they are also completely free to get started, and this doesn't limit you at all to what types of products you can purchase and sell in your shop. But they do also have a premium subscription option that is going to get you up to 20% off of all of the products that you could sell in your Etsy shop or Shopify store. Either of those are great options. I will have all of their information linked below in the description. And if you're not even sure how to get started with linking a Printify shop with an Etsy store so you can run them completely passively, I will link this video here, which is going to take you through step by step exactly how to do that. So let's head over to Printify and see what types of tie-dye shirts that we can find. All right, so I am over on Printify's website, and I'm going to go ahead and look up tie-dye just so we can get a good idea of what types of products they have on their site. So right away, I see that there are quite a few different options. They have everything from those standard tie-dye t-shirts that you would really think of when you're just thinking of a classic tie-dye t-shirt, but I also love that they have some more unique products that I think appeal a little bit more to a younger audience. So specifically, I'm thinking about this woman's tie-dye crop tee. This I think could be perfect for what we are doing today, which is creating a bridal design for bridesmaids who are probably going to be in their 20s or maybe early 30s typically. So since this isn't just your standard t-shirts, tie-dye shirts typically tend to be a little bit more than what a regular t-shirt would be, but Printify still really has some of the lowest prices you can find. This one, even without the premium subscription, is only going to be around $20, but if you do have Printify Premium, that could take the price all the way down to $15.76, which is kind of crazy for a tie-dye shirt. They have a few different color options. I am going to use this women's tie-dye shirt to create a really awesome design. So let's start designing here. All right, so I have headed over to Canva, and this is where I'm going to actually create my design. So right away, I am just going to create a design that has the custom size that I like to use, 4500 by 5400 pixels. So now that just gives us a really great blank canvas to work with, right? There are so many awesome different phrases and niches you can even dive into when it comes to this wedding niche, but I like the phrase team bride. It's a really fun one that people like to get, and it helps me stay away from some of those other trending bridal phrases that are actually trademarked. People like to try and do the phrase bride tribe or I do crew, and both of those have some trademarks on them, so I just tend to stay away from those. But Team Bride currently does not have a registered trademark. The first thing we're going to do to get that groovy look is I'm going to go ahead and change the font. There are a few different groovy retro style fonts on Canva, but the one I tend to like to use is called Nectarine, so I'm going to go ahead and change the font to that. Then I'm just going to go ahead and resize this to be a little bit better looking. Right now, this looks a little bit plain. It doesn't yet have that groovy waviness that we are really going to want. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this, and then we are going to use something to actually give it that groovy wavy effect that's totally free and really easy to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this and then make sure I pick that transparent background. Since you can't adjust the dots per inch when you're doing a PNG on Canva, I like to get a little bit of a higher quality image. So I'm just going to slide this up to 2.5 and then download with a transparent background. That's going to give us a big image to work with. And then once we upload it to Printify, it's going to shrink everything back down, but still have some of that higher quality. All right, now that we have that, I'm going to go over to a website called Photopea. And then on Photopea, I'm just going to go ahead and drag this file and drop it right here. What you are going to do on Photopea is you want to go to Edit, and then you're going to scroll all the way down to where it says Transform and then Warp. So you see how it's going to select your words right there. Then you're going to choose what type of warp you want right here. There are a couple I like for this groovy style. One is the flag, but I especially like this one called Wave. So I'm going to click that wave right here. And as you can see, it's already sort of distorted it, so it looks more like that groovy style we're looking for. Right now, the bend is set at 50%. But sometimes I find that looks a little harsh, so I might actually take it down to 35% and see if that looks a little bit better. Okay, I think that is a little bit less harsh, and that's looking really good. So now I'm going to go ahead and download that. Just go to File and then Export as a PNG. Now I'm going to head back over to Printify. All right, so back on Printify, I'm gonna go ahead and start designing this shirt. All right, so typically with different types of shirts, I'm gonna wanna make sure that all of the colors are going to look good with the design that I have. So right now it's set on this lagoon blue color, but I also like this purple one as well as this pink one. So I think I want to add all of those because with the black graphic, I think that's all gonna look great. All right, so what we're going to do is go to my device to add this graphic onto our shirt that we just created using Canva and Photopea. Sometimes it takes a minute to load your design on here, especially if it is that bigger file size, right? So this loaded on here, but as you can see with the tie-dye crop shirts, they sometimes have a little bit of a different print area than your standard t-shirt. So I'm actually going to expand this until it kind of takes over the whole printable area. All right, so that is looking really good, and I want to go ahead and preview what this is going to look like on an actual shirt. Printify actually has a lot of free mock-ups that they're going to give you when you use their website, and you can use these on Etsy if you'd like, or you can change them out for your own mock-ups as well. All right, so that is looking really good. What you could also do is it might be a fun idea to actually make this Team Bride in a dark blue color that's going to coordinate more with this shirt. But here we can see it on a real person as well. That looks really cute. Now let's see what it looks like in this purple color, and just make sure all of this black text is going to show up the best. Right, that looks really good. And let's just check that pink one too. That looks really great. I can already imagine these being really great gifts for bridesmaids or just to wear on a bachelorette party. All of these would be awesome. So we're going to go ahead and save this product. All right, so now we are at the point where you are actually going to connect this item on your Etsy store. What I love about Printify is it's going to set everything up for you, and it's really easy to create new listings that are going to go live on Etsy. Right away, these are the mockups that it has generated for us, but you also can add your own if you have specific photos or models that you like to use. It's really easy to do that. And then I am going to actually go ahead and edit a lot of this information on Etsy itself. But first, I want to just adjust the pricing. So I'm going to select all and make sure that I'm editing the profit. So typically I like to make at least $5 on every sale, but with Etsy, there's a lot of fees and offsite ads and advertising. So I usually like to add quite a bit of a big buffer on that $5 profit margin. So I'm actually going to say that I want to make at least $9 on all of these items, which is giving me at least a 30% profit margin, which I think is pretty good. And even if I have to subtract some money from offsite ads and from the Etsy listing fees, it's still going to give me a big chunk of profit. All right, so what I'm going to do right now before we push it to Etsy is I want to push hide in store, and then we're going to go ahead and publish this. So it's going to go to our Etsy store, but it's going to be hidden, so we won't have to worry about someone looking at this before it's completely ready. All right, so I am over at my test Etsy store where I do a lot of my test listings for my shop and for my YouTube videos. So what I have done is I've headed over to listings, and then I've just gone to draft right here, and you can see the item that we just created is right here on our Etsy. It's not active yet because we haven't pushed it to there, but I'm going to go ahead and click on this listing to edit it. All right, so now I'm actually in the listing on Etsy, and as you can see, it's auto-generated all of these mock-ups for us from Printify. So this is the point where you could actually start adding your own mock-ups, but for the sake of this video, I am just going to use the ones that Printify has provided, but I'm actually going to change her to be the primary thumbnail just because I want to see this product on the actual models. And I love that it gives the front and back of all of the different shirts so people can really see what the colors are going to look like. Now at this point, what I typically like to do is I'm actually going to head over to the other tool that I regularly use for Etsy, which is Sales Samurai, just to get some ideas about what type of title, description, tags, and keywords I should be putting on this listing before I actually publish. So let's head over there. All right, so I am logged into Sales Samurai, and I'm just going to go over to search. Now we want to look up other products that are going to be similar to this item. So I'm going to first look up something like tie-dye bridesmaid shirts, tie-dye bridesmaid gift, tie-dye bachelorette shirt, and see what we can find that we're going to be able to use in our own listing. All right, so when I looked up tie-dye bachelorette shirt, that is giving us some great information about this product. So right away, it's telling us that this is a really good long tail keyword, so that gives me a lot of confidence in doing this product. The search volume per month is going to be 38, which is pretty good, and the click-through rate, almost 15%. I find that that's really good. And there's also only around 1,000 products that use this keyword. So usually on Etsy, if it has under 2,000 in the competition, I find that that's pretty good. So this is going to be a great product to target, I can already tell. Now let's get down here and see what are some of the keywords that other products like this are using. So we can right here see tie-dye bachelorette shirt, tie-dye bachelorette, tie-dye bachelorette PJs. So this gives you some good ideas of maybe other products you could target or things that you could include in your listing. I'm going to take some inspiration from this, and then we're going to look at some of those top listings in this keyword category. Right now, a lot of them I see are using the gift, a getting ready set, or bachelorette pajamas. So those could all be things that I might incorporate into my title and listing. And I love that I can see the price of all of these items and make sure that mine is going to be right within that range. I don't want it to be the lowest price, but also I'm not going to want it to be the highest. So I typically like to see what people are selling at and kind of stay in that middle range. All right, so this one actually is looking very similar to something that we're creating. So I'm going to take a closer look at this listing by clicking this eye here, and we're going to be able to see some more information about what they're doing for their product. So we see the amount of views they're getting, their monthly views, which is really good, the likes that they have when it was created, and all of the tags that they are using. I never suggest copying exactly what someone else has. Not only do I feel like this is kind of unethical, people have put a lot of work into it, I also find that I want to do something better than what other people have done. So I see what's working for them, and then I see how I can just improve on it quite a bit. So never directly copy these people, but if you find some great keywords and tags, definitely take inspiration from that and you can use it, but don't copy their listing or title exactly. I just find that it doesn't work in your favor in the long run anyways. All right, so after taking a look at some of those different listings, I know some of the keywords that I definitely wanted to include were groovy, retro, hippie, 1970s, bachelorette, and matching t-shirt. Those are things that I think people are really looking for when they're looking for these tie-dye shirts. So I wanted to include those first in the title. So I said groovy cropped tie-dye bachelorette party shirts, retro team bride party matching tees, boho bachelorette, 1970s hippie bridal party gift. So I didn't copy what was already out there. I created my own using some of those keywords. Now I'm going to go down to the description, and I used some of that information to write this here. So with the description, it's important to use some of those keywords at the beginning, but you don't want to just list them out like you would in the title. You want to make it sound like sentences, natural written text. So this is what I have here. It doesn't sound exactly like something you might write, but it does feel like natural text, and it includes a lot of those keywords in there. And I also just left all of the information that auto-populated from Printify, because that is going to have all the specs and more details about your product. So it's really important to leave that in there. Now, if we're using Printify, they are going to be fulfilling the order for us. So something we're going to need to do is add our production partner, just to disclose to Etsy that we aren't physically making the product ourselves, but your customers aren't going to see this. So I'm going to add a new production partner, and the name of the person who creates those shirts is GM's Designs. So I'm going to add that here. And then I'm not going to show this production partner name. And then I'm going to say it's a print shop and that they are in the United States. And then I'm just going to put a little blurb here so that they know what they do for me. And then ask you a few questions about why I use this partner. So why are you working with them? I don't have the technical ability or equipment. What's your role? I design everything myself. And then what is the partner's role? They do everything for me. So this is going to save as a new partner. And then we just select that as who we are using. And now for the tags, I'm just going to go ahead and use a few of those tags that we had found on Sale Samurai. For the sake of this video, I will just do a few, but you definitely should use all 13. All right, and then since we edited the price actually on Printify, I'm not going to mess with any of this. This is what's going to keep it linked also to our Printify, so that when we receive an order, Printify is going to start fulfilling that for us. And then the shipping, they've also auto created this shipping profile right here that's based on everything in Printify, so we don't even have to worry about it. They have auto calculated it and just created the profile. We don't have to do anything. We also don't have to worry about the item size and weight. That's also taken care of by Printify. I typically like to not accept returns and exchanges, so that is what I default to on all my listings. All right, so once that looks good, I'm going to go ahead and push publish on this listing, and it's going to go live on our Etsy shop. All right, so now we can see that this has moved over to our active listings. Right now we can see this groovy crop tie-dye shirt, and it's also changed the picture to the one that we selected. So that is how you're going to use Printify, Canva, and Photopea to create a really awesome tie-dye design that I know is going to do super well. You can take all of these same steps and use it for any niche that you would like, but I know tie-dye is going to sell like crazy this year, so you definitely don't want to miss out on making a lot of money in this trend. If you need some more ideas and inspiration, make sure you watch this video right here where I'm breaking down another huge trend that I'm seeing in 2023 that you definitely don't want to miss out on. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.